One of the things we should mention is the night after the pay-per-view when they're announcing this big tournament and getting everything rolling in that direction. It has one of the more infamous skits in Monday Night Raw history. First, we should mention the main event. Meltzer would be very critical. It was a rematch, Kane and The Undertaker in a casket match. He said it was a non-finish and generally one of the worst episodes of Raw in a long time.
Wow.
But maybe what people remember most about this show is where Steve Austin is going to hold Vince McMahon hostage and tease that he's going to kill him before getting him down in the middle of the ring and pulling the trigger. And then the big bang 316 flag rolls out and Vince pees his pants. So it is a little odd in hindsight when you think back that 13,000 people or whatever it was in the arena that night were cheering for Vince McMahon to be executed in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
But still, what do you think of the gun and the bang 316 spot? You're a wrestling traditionalist, if you will. There hadn't been a lot of gun spots in wrestling over the years. What do you think of this one?
I'm not big on the guns, not big on religion, not big on politics. Don't need them in my wrestling show. That's just me. So was it creative? Yeah, it was creative, and it played well, I guess, for what it was supposed to be on TV. But I'm not a big fan of that. It just didn't, pun intended, trip my trigger. See what I did there, Conrad? That's what I feel.
Yeah, look at you. That's why you make the big bucks.
Exactly.
It is a huge success, though. Monday Night Raw is going to win for the 5th straight week here. This is really when the Monday Night Wars are getting turned up. 1998, of course. 96 was pretty firmly Nitro. 97 was all Nitro. But by April of 98, this Mr. McMahon Stone Cold feud started to pick up some steam.
Yeah.
Now we're back and forth. But this represents 5 straight wins. Raw did a 5.01 rating and a 7.33 share. Nitro would do a 4.36 rating. And it's a big deal because WCW is building towards their big Halloween Havoc show. And Eric Bischoff has said that in his mind, that was the equivalent of the WrestleMania for WCW. That was their big tentpole event.
Yeah.
So if you're able to beat them as they're building towards their WrestleMania, that's a pretty big deal. And the overrun of these two shows do a combined 11.27 rating and an 18.2 share. So you would have Austin and Vince in the ring on Monday Night Raw. Nitro would have Sting wrestling Bret Hart. That's 8.4 million homes, around 12 million viewers. This is a high watermark for wrestling audiences, is it not?
Oh, yeah. The numbers speak for themselves. So just do the math. And it was a simple situation. Why did it draw? Because both companies had something that they were selling hard and that the audience wanted to see. And it's still that way. When you find a hot button, a talent that you can get hot, all of a sudden the perception changes. It's the same product. It's still pro wrestling, but the individuals performing their tasks are just, they're in marriages that they can survive in and they have good chemistry with. So the formula is the same. It's putting guys on TV that are quote unquote over or that you think are over and take it from there.